Very good morning, guys. Let's start with our today's alumni meet. We'll start inviting people one by one. Very good morning. Happy morning to all of you once again. So let's start inviting the audience one by one without wasting time. First candidate I would be inviting. One minute. Okay. Saikat. Okay. So let's start the discussion with him. Okay. Very good morning.
Good morning, sir. Is it audible, sir?
Yeah, your voice is not audible. Can you just speak a bit louder?
Sir, is it audible now?
Uh,
Hello,
no,
sir.
it's a little low actually. You can take the mic
Hello.
closer. Yeah,
Sir, now it is audible, sir.
yeah, audible but some network problem.
Hello.
Yeah, clear. Can you switch on the camera as well?
Hello. Hello. Sir. Hello. Sir, actually, it is messed up over here, sir. Little bit.
Yeah, but your voice itself is very low.
Sir, wait one.
Okay, let's do one thing. We will invite you second. Let
Okay,
us
sir.
invite other candidates. Meanwhile, what I'll do is I'll invite Mansi. You fix the mic problem. Meanwhile, Saikat. Very good morning,
Hello.
Mansi.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, Mansi. Is
I'm
it
audible.
possible? Switch on the camera.
Sir, I am unable to switch on the camera.
Okay, people are very shy, is it? Okay, let's start with your introduction, Mansi. From which place you are? What's your uh, qualification, year of pass out, percentage, uh, which company you got placed in, your highest and lowest package. Let's start with this basic details, Mansi.
I am Mansi Chauhan. Basically, I am belongs to the village Badia of Khandwa district of Madhya Pradesh, and I have completed BE in computer science with 7.6 CGPA, and my college belongs to RGPV University Bhopal, and I am uploading my profile on 29 August, and first offer letter I get at 5 September with a 3 LPA, and after that I get 3 offer letters of CTS Tech with a 5 LPA, and research software with 4.5 LPA, and one another offer of UST Global with a 3.5 LPA, and I am already joining CTS Tech at
Okay, you've
29
already
September.
joined CTS Tech. Okay, so you mentioned that you got almost 4 offer letters, right, Mansi?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
how did you get to know about our academy?
Sir, your teaching is very excellent because I get the job because of your teaching and your Java teaching skills.
Yeah, Mansi, I
I
think you
am
just
get
missed my
the job
question. I just asked, how did you get to know about us?
through the net and some videos that you uploaded of PSA on YouTube. So
Okay,
where I search and I get the PSA.
you got to know. So tell us one thing. A lot of people, they tell, they come to me, they tell this that they have got communication skills problem, right? And
My communication is also weak because I am basically belongs to Hindi medium.
okay. So how did you improve your communication skills, Mansi? And how much time did it take for you for improving your communication skills?
I am just learn 1 to 2 hours of YouTube videos and so other things and learning English news and so
Okay.
on with the training of PSA.
Right. So tell me one thing. What all things did you learn here, Mansi? Can you just tell us? Which course did you take
Co-
here? What all did you learn? Can you tell us?
I learn core Java, J2EE and Spring Boot framework and SQL and as well as a basic of a Hibernate framework.
Okay, Hibernate framework. So can you elaborate in Spring Boot? What all did you learn?
Yeah, I learn entity classes and entity classes, configure application dot properties file, and repository layers and form.xml file and web services, microservices, and generating PDF documents
So
and
how did you generate PDF document, Mansi? Can you tell us?
I
Hello.
am not remember the code of
No, I don't want the
PDF
code.
generating
Which API did you use?
PDF
API.
email sending API.
No, no, that is one API. The PDF API, which one did you use? iText PDF?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about your interview experience. Let's begin with that. Uh, basically, what all questions did they ask you in interviews? How did you answer that? Let's have a look at it. Let's begin with it.
Yeah. Mostly they ask on the OOPS concept like encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, and polymorphism. And most of the questions is based on collections and concurrent hash map and concurrent hash map and Hibernate connection, Hibernate session, and
Right.
what is the main difference between Spring and Spring Boot?
Mhm.
And string most questions based on string how to reverse the string and
So somebody,
thread
Vishal, is telling that you're reading out a script actually, Mansi. So he has a doubt. Are you reading that out or did you really study?
I am really study.
Right. So, okay. Anyways, I know that very well. But anyways, let's continue. Let's start. Okay, these are all the questions. Please go ahead with the questions, Mansi. No issues with that.
And mostly questions based on string and what is the difference between equals to method and equals to method and equal to operator and mostly based questions on thread
Okay.
life cycle and my in MySQL section like join operations and maximum salary.
Right. So, Mansi, we will take a small interview. Let's assume that I'm taking a small interview out here, right? As you've got place in four
Okay.
companies. One very important confidence giving thing from your side is you're from Hindi medium, you put efforts, you said you're from village, you've been attending the classes online, and you got 4 offer letters, and that is really confidence giving for other people because that's not something very easy. It would have taken a lot of hard work, a lot of efforts she would have put. Okay, I'm sure uh, should have worked hard like anything, okay, to improve 100%, right? So that's not simple,
Okay.
when anybody says that, I am from Hindi medium and somebody starts speaking in English, that's really confidence giving for those guys, okay, who are coming and talking to me telling that my communication skills is weak, can I get a job, right? So I'm going to take your interview as well, but one important thing for audience, any place students in the show, when you wish to talk, there is a direct number. You can call on that, and those numbers will be shared. If you feel you had communication skills problem and you feel like, okay, I should interact with Mansi, then in that case, okay, this is the thing. Right now, let's continue. So, Mansi, a lot of questions you mentioned. I will also take the soft copy of the questions from you, but let's start with some interview questions. Let's say I'm taking your interview. Okay, so let's begin, Mansi. What do you say? Hello,
Okay.
right?
Firstly, I
Don't
am
get
introduce
nervous.
myself.
Okay, I
Firstly,
will
I am
ask
introduce
questions.
myself.
Let's
Okay.
start. So, Mansi, introduce yourself.
My name is Mansi Chauhan. I am from Khandwa, MP, and I have a knowledge of core Java, advanced Java, Spring Boot framework, and MySQL database. And I am working on and so on company as a Java developer, and I have a so experience. And my hobbies is like watching cricket match and so on. And my strength is I am quick learner and so on.
Right. So, Mansi, can you tell me what is inheritance?
Inheritance, here the member of the parent class is inherited to the child class so that we can reuse the parent class members in child class. The main purpose of the inheritance is reusability of the parent class members. And here we use the extends keyword, and we can in Java does not support the multiple inheritance, but interface support multiple inheritance. And we cannot
Okay.
inherit the static members because static members copy is loaded into the common dedicated memory.
Where
And
did you
inheritance is
use where did you use inheritance in your project?
I develop a service layer in my project, and wherein I develop a interface, and I inherited all incomplete methods to the class with overriding and develop the logic to interact with the database. That's the
What
place where I have
what
used
is
inherit.
encapsulation, Mansi?
Encapsulation is refers to the wrapping of the data with the methods. Here we avoid the direct access to the variables by making it private, and we can operate on these variables only publicly defined setters and getters. And in my project where I develop the entity class, that's the place where I have used encapsulation.
Amazing. Your clarity is really good, Mansi. Okay, the way you're speaking, the definitions, okay, it's really good. Okay, let me ask this question. What is the project, okay, you worked on? Can you tell me more about your project work?
I am working on mobile banking software. It was responsible automate marketing activities for my client. It was a very big, complex application which consists of the four modules like leads, contact, email, API, reports, etc. And my roles and responsibility in this project like installing MySQL database, creating database schema, developing view using the JSP and JSTL, developing controller process to interact with the view and backend business logic, and developing entity classes, and developing repository layers to perform the database operations, and exposing web services as well as consuming web services, configure application dot properties, file
So you
testing.
said, Mansi, web services. So what are microservices? Can you tell me?
Microservices, here we break the bigger project into the smaller modules, and like if I am dividing my project into modules like A and B, and A module is exposing the web services in the form of JSON object, and module B is consuming the web services is also in the form of JSON object, and JSON object is present in the form of key value pair like name, and name value is one, and it is right in curly bracket.
Right. So why don't we take some questions from the audience? Any Java questions you want to ask, audience? Any Java questions do you want to ask? My existing students, do you want to give a try? Let's try this. She's going really good. Mansi, you're doing really good. Keep it up. Okay. So
Because of
there
user.
is, yeah, no problem. 1 minute. There are a few questions. Let's take this. What do you know about collections, Mansi?
Collection is like a group of objects, and it is a readily available logic in Java, and it is a framework, and there are the three types of framework of the collection like list, set, and list set, and map. No, map is not a part of collection. So list is an interface, and list interface is implemented by array list, linked list, and vector classes. And set is an interface. It is implemented by hash map, and hash set and tree set classes is implements set interface. and queue. Another interface
So,
is a queue, and it is
Mansi, we have another question. You're going good. Okay, now definitely I'm telling you,
okay.
you have a lot of clarity, okay, when it comes to subject, and that is what is required to be a developer. Difference between return and return value keyword. Can you tell me? Is one of the question being asked.
Okay.
Difference between return and return
Return.
value.
Okay. Return means we can write a return keyword inside a constructor. Return means return is just a keyword. Return means a method can be void. But another thing, if a method is a void, it cannot return a value. And return keyword is optional. But
Okay.
return value, if I am using return value, like I am return a value integer, so in that case, method is like public integer test. But if I am using void keyword in a method like public void test, so in that case, I cannot use the return value. In that case, I can use a return keyword.
All right. What is an abstract class, Mansi?
Abstract class can consist of both complete and incomplete method in it, and here we declare the incomplete method using the abstract keyword. It is a mandatory, and we cannot create the object of abstract class, and I can achieve the abstraction using the abstract class in Java, and
Okay,
and
right. So can you
abstraction
tell
is a
me?
hiding of the implement.
Yeah, excellent, Mansi. Tell me uh, a practical scenario where you encountered exceptions in your project.
Exception. While I'm in J2EE, while I am setting up the session timeout. Once a session is a timeout, session variable will become a null and would be give me the null pointer exception. So to handle the null pointer exception
Mansi,
using the try and catch
Mansi,
block.
we are proud the way you're explaining. Keep it up, Mansi. Excellent job. Now, this showcases your dedication, hard work, and the kind of preparation you had it. I think 4 offer letters is nothing for you. Okay, I'm very, very happy. And, the way you've handled each and everything, okay, such a nice way. That's really good. Now let's come to the point. You said you're already working in the company. You joined CTS, correct? So tell us more
Yeah.
about your company, what work is going on, and I'm so happy that you have represented Pankaj Sir Academy the best way. As a student, what knowledge they gain, the way you have represented your knowledge here on the show, that is just amazing. That should give confidence to a lot of people, right? So, Mansi,
Okay,
tell us
thanks.
more about your work. What is day-to-day activity you're doing in CTS?
First take my onboarding process is happening, and in that process they telling something about your company, and after that document verification is done, and after that my corporate induction is happening, and in currently my healthcare induction is happening because this is the company based on healthcare technologies.
Right. Amazing. So, you're very happy, Mansi?
Thank you.
Right. Okay. So, Mansi, any inputs, advices you want to give it to your juniors here?
Okay, sir. All things that are you given, like only follow the Pankaj sir. So if we are following the Pankaj sir, I get a job. So
Right.
all these things they give the Pankaj sir. Only follow that things. So this is enough.
Amazing, Mansi. You know what? Today I am proud. Okay, I'm just telling you this. I am proud to have a student like you. Who has just proved herself. Okay, that working hard and practicing so well. And in fact, so many alumni meets, I never saw a candidate answering so spontaneously. Right? Okay, so that's an honest feedback from my side. If I was a recruiter, definitely I would hire you. And I'm a very tough recruiter. I would not hire people that easily. But if I was taking your interview, I would definitely select you, right? So keep it
Okay,
up,
thank you,
Mansi,
sir.
right? God bless you.
Thank you.
Take care
Thank you,
and an
sir.
amazing performance, Mansi.
Thank you, sir.
Right. God bless you. Let's invite the next person. Okay, Muskan. I'll be inviting Muskan, the next person. So, very
Yeah.
good morning, Muskan.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Very good morning.
Yes.
Uh, you need to be just a bit loud, Muskan. Okay,
Yes, sir.
ensure that
Sure.
you. Okay, so let's start with your introduction. What's your qualification, year of pass out, percentage? Uh, I'm sure you know that students here has more than one offer. That's another thing which I've started realizing
Yes, sir.
lately in many alumni meets, because my students have never seen that they're having only one offer letter, right? So I'm sure, Mansi, how many offers do you hold? What's your qualification? Which place you're from? Can you just tell us? And if you're comfortable, I leave it to you. You can switch on the camera. It's up to you.
Yes. So, sir, my name is Muskan, and I am 2021 pass out from computer science, and my overall percentage is 79.5. And I am belong to the Uttar Pradesh, and I joined your academy on 20th May 2021.
Okay, 20th May
And
2021.
yes, sir, yes. And I got placed in three companies. First one is CGI and Tech Mahindra, and third one is Ori Innovation.
Okay, what's
Yes.
your highest and lowest package,
Sir,
Muskan?
my lowest package is 3.5 and highest package is 6 LPA.
And how did you get to know about us, Muskan?
Sir, like my some senior suggesting to me, there is very good training institutes in Bangalore. So I just searching some Bangalore institute training institutes and searching on YouTube as well. So I just on that time I hit one video that is from the sahiblog.com, Sahib blog. From the Sahib blog, so I'm personally talked with those guys. So they said the PSA Academy is really good, and if you're comparing to another academies in Bangalore, there is no negative point in PSA. So I after that I just attending your demo classes and then decided to join PSA. So,
Right. So, tell us your experience about how many calls, interview calls, you were getting it in a day.
per day I'm getting like 2 to 4 calls per day.
Even now you're getting it.
Yes, sir. Like I'm not now I am deactivate my profile now from the
Okay,
Naukri.com, so
so
I'm
you're
not
no
getting.
longer interested to go for the interview
Yes, sir.
calls now. Okay. So, Muskan, tell us about your experience in terms of questions that was asked in companies.
Yes, sir. Whatever Mansi said, the same questions they asked, but she missed one question mostly that asked in our interviews, like Java 8 features. Sir. That is very important, I think, not of the interview point of view. Otherwise, if you join any company after that, Java 8 features is very important because I joined the CGI, sir, so on 27 September. And before the joining, sir, they give me some assignments on the Java 8 features like uh, make the code using with Lambda expression and stream APIs. So that is very important, I think.
Right. See, the best gift as a trainer, what I can get it from my students is when they start performing really well. I asked a lot of questions to Mansi and she performed really well.
Yes, sir.
Shall we take some questions? Shall we ask Muskan some of the
Yeah,
questions?
yeah, sure, sir, sure.
Sure. All
Yeah,
set? So we'll be taking some questions from the audience, Muskan. What do
yeah,
you
sure,
say?
sir.
Right? Some of the questions. Okay, let's start. Meanwhile, you said Java 8 features are very important, correct?
Yes, sir, yes.
So what all features are there in Java 8?
So like a functional interface, default and stream APIs, those things, Lambda expression, those things are in our Java 8 features.
Okay, right. So can you tell us, okay, your introduction, how did you give, Muskan? How was your introduction given? Can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
us?
Firstly, I introduce myself like I am Muskan and I am from Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh, and I am completed my graduation from those college that college, and after that I mentioning my percentage, and after that I just mentioning the project work whatever I done and whatever internship I done in college time. So those things I said in the interview.
Once you mentioned Stream API, what is the Stream API?
So Stream API, we using the Stream API, we reduce the code like whatever we code we write, then we give that like design of that class, they reduce the code number of lines, we reduce if we using the stream API concept, then we reduce that code.
Okay. So let's continue. What if, as an interviewer, I'm asking you a question? Explain your project work and what were your roles and responsibilities in the project? How would you put it across?
Yes, sir. So I just like say I am responsible to build a marketing software that is automate end-to-end market activity for my client, and it was very big and complex application that is consisting core modules like lead, reports, contacts, email services, and my main responsibility is like to work to my project to build database schema and front end of the application, that is view using JSP and JSTL tags, and sometime to create controller layer in my project which is responsible to interact the view and backend business logic, that types of.
Okay. So this is all you were doing it in the project. So did
Yes,
you
sir.
implement web services in your project?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So can you tell me, okay, web services in your project, where did you implement?
So web services, like we creating a different modules. Like you make the one, I think you make the one project like a location web project. So in there we creating the two modules. One is from the search location and one is web location. So we configured both of modules by the APIs. So that time we said that these are
So
the web
Muskan,
services.
was 3 months enough to be prepared in such a way that we can attend interview as
Yeah, sir,
we commit?
sure. Yeah, sir, sure. If we do the hard work, then we definitely place out the 19 months, 90 days.
Okay, 90 days is more than enough for the
Yeah,
preparation.
sir, yes.
Okay, right. You joined the company already?
Yeah, sir. On the
Okay, so
27th September, I joined.
fine. So is the training started?
Yeah, sir. It is like 2 months of the training initially.
Okay. So what training they are giving you again, Muskan?
In a web services and AWS.
Okay, so endpoints creation is what they are talking more about.
Sorry, sir, I'm not getting.
No, in web services, are they talking about XML files, XSD?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Initially, they give me like assignments and how we pull, push, and clone the project. So initially, that teaches that on.
Okay, or are they just talking about JSON object itself? REST,
No,
or again they're going
no,
with
sir.
SOAP
No,
as well?
sir. Not at. Not at.
Okay, right. So how do you negotiate for the salaries, Muskan? That is the question a lot of people are asking.
Yeah, sir. Firstly, I get the offer letter from the CGI. So they give me a 3.5 LPA. And
Okay.
after that, I take the give the interview in Tech Mahindra. So they give me
Okay.
like I just say to the HR, I have already 3.5 offer letter, 3.5 LP offer letter. So they said, okay, I will give you the more than from the 3.5. So they give me 4.5. And I
Okay.
after that I give the interview in a or innovation. So they give me like I give the more of a letter, like I give a more package from the 4.5. So they give me a like 5.4 LPA. Then the CGI HR calls me, I give you why are you not join my company? So I just said I get the offer letter for 5 LPA. So they simply said I will give you the 6 LPA package.
Right. So they are kidnapping my students actually, most of the companies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So it is literally like kidnapping happening. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Right. Amazing. Right. So it was really nice. And that's the strategy we tell people to bargain this way. Okay. And what's your branch, Muskan?
So computer science.
Computer science. Right. Amazing, Muskan. It was really nice talking to you. I'm sure a lot of people would have got confidence interacting with her. Her
Yes, sir.
presentability is excellent. Right. Confidence level is very high. And the clarity of concepts is really good. Okay.
Thank you
So
so
keep it
much,
up,
sir, for you.
Muskan.
Thank you so much
Okay.
to you, sir.
Bye. So how many hours per day you were studying?
So initially, like I take 1 hour, but
Okay.
when the advanced Java module started, session started, then I go the study with 5 to 6 hours.
Okay. So did your group chats, did it help you to clear your doubts actually, as we have a group chat? And when queries were there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did
Every
you?
batchmates are very helpful, sir. When I just send my drops in a group chats, they're really helpful. Everyone very helpful in batch.
Right. So it's with unity basically what people have been working, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Amazing, Muskan. Okay, so keep it up. God bless you. Okay, keep progressing,
Yeah.
and thank you
Thank you
for
so much,
joining.
sir. Thank you
Right.
so much.
Yes. Let's invite the next candidate for the day. We'll invite Pooja Murthy. Very good morning, Pooja.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, just can you be a bit louder, Pooja?
Yeah, now it's fine, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are very much audible. So, Pooja, let's start with your introduction. What's
Yeah.
your, yeah, all interview questions, attendees who have got placed today, please share the files, send the WhatsApp message on this number. Please go ahead and do that so that we can take those questions and we can send it. Now, boys are getting very insecure today that there are no boys today. We'll invite some boys as well. Don't worry. Okay. So, Pooja, let's start with your introduction, which place you're from, and any place student's number if you want. This is our office number. You can call and take the candidate's number directly. Okay. Which college you're from, year of pass out, your percentage, stream, uh, you got placed as what? I assume again you have more than one offer letter because I've been seeing that your highest and lowest offer. Uh, let's know all these things. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Pooja.
sure, sir. Sure. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Pooja. Basically, I'm from Tumkur. I have completed my BE and MBA both from same college, that is Siddhganga Institute of Technology, Tumkur. And my stream is computer science and MBA in HR. And BE 2017 passed out and MBA 2019. And I joined PSA on June 4th, 2021, and I got three offers, that is from CGI, Capgemini, and Coforge Technologies. And I have decided to join CGI on October 13th.
Right. So, what is your highest and lowest package, Pooja?
My highest package is 5.3 LPA and lowest is 4.5 LPA.
Okay. So, a student is asking, you did your MBA. Why
Yeah.
development again?
Why I chose MBA, because to learn the managerial skills so that it will be easy for me to build my career in a very good manner.
Okay. No, she did not join 13th October. She's from June 4th batch.
Yeah, June
June
4th
4th.
batch.
Yeah.
And my joining date is October 13th.
Okay. Right. Let's start with your journey. In terms of interviews, what all questions they asked, how many rounds of interviews were there, and
Okay.
how many minutes the technical rounds. Basically they conducted the technical interview for how much time. Just to let us know all these things, Pooja.
Yeah, sure, sir. After your training got over, I uploaded my resume, and I got the next day only I got call from Capgemini, and they scheduled my interview. It was my first interview, and I'm very happy that I cleared that one also. There were two technical rounds, one managerial round and one HR round in Capgemini, and in CGI there were only two rounds. One is like three rounds. One is technical, managerial, and HR round.
Okay. So uh, can you give us some idea technical round, how did they start?
Firstly, basically they will ask us to introduce ourselves, and next they will ask about our technical skills, that what we have all mentioned in the resume. They will ask about it, and they will ask about the project, and then they will come to the questions. Basically, it will take 30 to 45 minutes, sir, based
Okay.
on the interviewer.
So you said they start off with the introduction. Okay.
Yeah.
As you've done your MBA as well, and your communication skills are really good, Pooja. So can you tell
Okay.
me, how would you introduce yourself? If I'm asking this question, introduce yourself, Pooja. So
Yeah,
let's listen.
yeah, sure. Very good morning. Myself, Pooja. Now I'm in Bangalore. I was working for one of the reputed company. I did my graduation from Siddhganga Institute of Technology, that is B in computer science, and I hold a post graduation degree also, that is MBA in HR. And I was working for a reputed company, and I was working on a project called ISO 13.7, which basically belongs to marketing domain. We build this application for one of our client to automate their end-to-end marketing activities. It's a very complex and big cloud-based project. It has many complex modules, and I was a part of the team. Like this, I used to
Okay, so
introduce
what did you
myself.
do in that project? What were your roles and responsibilities?
Yeah, sure. This project was from 4 years ago, and I joined recently. So my roles were to set up a database schema and a database, and I used to like develop some modules like lead modules, a repository, entity classes, and fixing the defects which were communicated by the testers, and adding on new features, giving client the demo to the clients, attending some stand-up meetings like that. Those were the rules.
Okay, so Pooja, tell me one thing. Was 3 months really enough for you to crack interviews? Was that much training enough? Okay, to start
Yes,
facing the interviews?
yeah, sir. It's enough. And the thing is, the 3 months, what we give ourselves, like the efforts, the hard work, what we put, it depends on the particular individual. But for me, it was enough, because as
Okay,
soon as you complete your training, the next day only I uploaded my resume. I didn't took time for preparation and all.
okay. So, Pooja, now there's a demand, okay, from the audience side that I should take your interview.
Yeah, sure.
Let's begin.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with this. Any technical questions you have it in your mind, you can post it in the chat box and we'll start asking. But let me begin with the OOPS concept, which is very important. Uh, can you just tell me what is data hiding, Pooja?
Data hiding is basically hiding the implementation details from the user and showcasing only the working part of it.
Okay, so how did you use OOPS concept? Where all did you use OOPS concept in your project?
Sorry, sir.
Where all did you use OOPS concept in your project?
Yeah. In our project to build the entity class, I have used encapsulation, and in service layer we have created interfaces. Their abstraction I have used, and to inherit the incomplete methods to the class, we have used inheritance. And from after inheriting the incomplete class from the interface, and we are overriding it, and their polymorphism is used.
Okay, right. Somebody's asking, what is this database schema? Okay, what are enums? Can you tell us what is enum, Pooja?
Hello, hello. So am I audible?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're able to hear me?
Yeah, sure. Enums are collection of constants, sir.
Okay, enums are collections of constants. Okay, right. So why is okay now? What is immutable?
Hello.
Hello.
Immutable means the state of the object we can't change after the initialization.
Right. So okay, looks like you're actually referring your notes, Pooja.
Sir, I'm referring to the questions which I have noted down, which are very important to tell the audience, not to
Okay,
look into
right.
the answers.
Okay, right. So fine. You're okay. So that's where your management skills comes into picture, Pooja. Right. Right. That's where MBA is very helpful. Huh?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's go ahead with what questions you have noted. Let's go ahead with that.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure. They will ask for Java 8 features, sir. In both the three interviews, they ask the same questions. And program to find the second largest using Stream API. And the difference between hash set and hash map,
okay.
static block versus instance block,
Okay.
hash table versus concurrent hash map,
Okay.
and @qualifier versus @primary,
Okay.
and how does hash map work internally, and real-time example of one-to-one mapping, one-to-many mapping, and one real-time example for polymorphism inheritance.
Okay.
I got more questions on real-time only in
Okay.
CGI.
Right.
And
Amazing. So can you share that experience real time what they are? You mean to say they were asking in real time where
yeah,
you were using this concept?
yeah,
Was it
yeah,
something
real
like that?
time. Yeah. They will they will the interviewer asks that in SQL there are many mapping relationship like one to many, many to many, like that. No,
Okay.
okay. Can you just tell me where you have where we can use it in our real time? So
Okay.
one to one is like while how I answered is. The shopkeeper between the shopkeeper and me, the conversation between shopkeeper and me in buying a product, that is one to one. And one to many is many people logging on to the same server at a time. So one server, and the server will be giving the multiple service to multiple customers at a time. And polymorphism, where one man can take many like positions. A man he can play a role of father, husband, uncle, like that. uh, yeah, inheritance, we inherit few like what we can say,
Right.
like that,
So it
few
was
property.
really nice kind of preparation, Pooja, from your side. Okay. So
Yeah.
it was nice talking to you. Any advices you want to give it to your juniors?
Work hard, do research, do more research on the topics. uh, yeah, that's all, sir.
Right. Thank you so much once again for joining. We wish you all the best. Okay. And keep learning, keep progressing. Pooja.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, sir.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Let's invite the next person. One minute. The next person, yeah. Oh, he's not there. Uh, 1 minute. So there's one person, reminding Nitesh that please get him. Okay, but he's not there in the meeting right now. Let me just try to connect with him if possible. Okay, sometimes during the show, interviews also sometimes get scheduled. Right, that's yet another thing. Okay, so let's call Mr. Mishra. Very good morning, Mr. Mishra.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Very good morning. So people have been waiting to see boys, right? So they're telling that, okay, please call some boys, please call some boys. Okay. So please tell us more about your qualification, year of pass out, percentage, from which place you are. Uh, Again, I assume you got placed in more than one company. If yes, which all, and what's the highest and lowest package?
Yeah, sir. So I am Kaivalya Mishra. I am from Odisha. I have done BTech from CET Bhubaneswar in the year of 2020 in electrical engineering. So I joined PSA on May 20th batch, and I placed in 4 companies after 90 days. The companies are like Wipro, CTOS Tech, Newgen, and Tech Mahindra. And I choose CTOS Tech, and my joining date is on 11th October.
Okay, so you're joining it. Right, so you got placed in all these companies. So let's start with the questions. Which all questions do you think it is very important for students? Can you please, read out all the questions if you made a note of it, right? And do let your juniors know that these are the important things they should be prepared with. Let's
Yes.
start.
Sir, actually, interviewer only goes on 75% from core Java actually. Then rest of the three things are in 30%. So in core Java, firstly like JVM, JDK, JRE, and wrapper classes, oops concept, all string, array, and multi-threading and collection. So basically the question belongs to that only. And from J2EE, the part is like, am I audible? Sir? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So basically 70% are belongs to core Java only. So
Okay.
yes. So
So
back
you
rest
took.
are yes.
Go ahead with your questions.
Basically questions are like features of Java 8 and like which new features are added in Java 8 and like wrapper class, oops concept, multi-threading and collection, all these exception, all that questions from belongs to that only. And J2EE, the small questions are only asked like basic annotations and like from servlet and from
So when you say
JDBC,
annotations, which all annotations did they ask you?
and like request body, response body, and like request param, primary qualifier.
Okay,
These
audience are
things are.
actually requesting, if you're okay, you can switch on the camera.
Sorry, sir. Actually, network problem. So
Okay,
I also outside from the.
okay, that's okay. All right. Go ahead with the questions. Yeah. So people,
Yes.
go ahead.
Yes, sir. From Spring, like a difference between Spring and Spring Boot, and what is microservices, and all these things are. I faced that only questions. That's all.
Right. Okay. No, it is kind of some people are really nervous. We need to understand that. And again, when you get more nervous, okay, so definitely people would not wish to basically they'll not be comfortable to speak, so we have to respect that decision. Okay, right? So where is comfortable, they'll switch on the camera. So what is your highest and lowest package?
Yeah. Lowest package is 3.7 lakh and highest package is 5 lakh.
Okay, and tell me, did you take all the classes online itself?
Yeah, so online.
Online. Did you get any questions in SQL?
Yeah, questions like unique key, primary key, foreign key, and join.
Okay, so what
Inner
is
join.
primary key?
Yeah, in primary key, like sorry, I forgot.
That's okay, don't get nervous. That's okay, that's fine. Okay, so how many calls you are getting in a day?
Like fastly when I upload first time, that time I think that I do some mistake, so I did not got some call, and after some days I talked with Roshan sir. Then I got 3 to 5 calls daily.
Okay. Then you started getting 3 to 5 calls a day. Okay.
Yeah.
So were you happy with the whole journey of yours at PSA? Your
Yeah,
learning?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
very
getting
happy,
these
sir.
calls.
So
Okay.
very happy, sir.
Right, excellent. So you about to join. He's not yet joined. He's about to join. Okay, right. Fine. Right. So any advices, Mr. Mishra, you want to give it to people how they should prepare and things like that? You said you did some mistakes initially. Can you know what mistakes you did initially?
I also don't know, sir. Actually, Roshan sir told me I'll create
Okay.
another.
Forget about the interview calls. I'm talking about in interviews. Did you do mistakes? I'm talking about that.
In interviews. In interviews, no, sir, no, sir.
Okay, you're confident in interview. You were able to handle everything. Okay, suppose if you don't know any question, let's say I'm asking you some question and you don't know. So how do you tackle that?
Yeah, I directly said that I don't know, and lastly, when they give when they give me the chance to if you would want to talk something, that time I told them though I have some 1.3 year of experience, so still I feels like a fresher, and I also continue my studying every day, and these questions are from new for me, and I will be handle.
Right, Mr. Mishra, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, we wish you all the best. Okay, God bless you. Take care and right, keep progressing. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's invite the next person. Okay, so we've been getting this guy on demand. Okay, a lot of people have been messaging. I want to talk to him. So, yes. So, is the mic problem resolved?
Sir, am I audible now, sir?
Yes, perfectly fine. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so let's start with your
Very good.
introduction, your
Okay.
qualification, year of pass out, you got placed as what, uh,
Okay.
and yeah, let's start with this basic details. Your highest and the lowest package.
Oh, first of all, good morning, all of you. Like all of you, sir, and the PSA family. I am Saikat, okay, and I am 2020 pass out. I am from mechanical branch, and I placed in a company called as Comtech, which is in Hyderabad, and it is it is a game-based company. They generally do game testing, and I played as a UI tester over there, and I just joined PSA on 6th of July. I will tell you the 6th of July, and I think I'm the first person to get placed on that batch, and after that my experience in PSA is that like I was up to OOPS concept and all up to core Java. I was doing well, okay, but I took a break actually because I as a fresher I thought that I should get placed in a company or like there was a like off campus and all, so I started preparing for those, and and started watching the lectures of sir in 2016 lectures, which was uploaded on psa.in of testing. So I was looking on those as well, and started preparing for that. And yeah, suddenly I just uploaded my resume, and I got a call from this company which I got placed in. And yeah, successfully after three rounds, they actually offered me a salary of 6.4. so, sir, I will be very thankful to you, sir. Like, although your lectures are old, but it is good enough to crack any interview, sir.
Right. So you watched my old lectures actually, and you left my new lectures. Right.
Sorry, sir.
No, that's fine. That's totally okay. But we are very happy that still, watching that, okay, that you're able to go ahead and crack your interview with the best package. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, tell us more about in interviews. What all questions did they ask you?
So actually, if you are a tester, so
Okay.
I generally I as a played as a UI tester. So they asked me they have a site called as golabingo.com. So they on that site they told me to went on to that site, and they told me to change the font color and the style of that font. Actually, I had a knowledge of this all CSS properties and all, and I am good in that. So I changed that, and after that he told me the next question came to me that tell the negative scenarios on pen, not a
Okay.
positive scenario, negative scenarios. So I answered him if we put the pen a huge pressure and check
Mhm,
whether that is working fine or not.
mhm,
That was one. And the second one, if I throw the pen from the top of the roof, and if it falls on the ground, after that it is working or not, checking for that. And yeah, that two things I told him, and he was impressed. And after that the question came is simple, that one oops question was there. What is interface, and give me a real time example of interface. So I told what like simple way, like interface is the thing which is given to the customer, and in that interface generally interface are static, and the variables are static over there. And a simple definition I gave, and as in a real time example I told that it is a if you go to an ATM machine, over there the business logic is written, like it is written, it is not available to the customer, but though that is only the that interface example. So as a tester you will not get a more Java questions, so they basically stress on the testing question. And yeah, after that the first round was clear, sir. Then again, after 2 days, like they connected me with the top level of manager. So in that round they generally asked me they started me asking the same question of positive scenarios of pen. Tell me anything. Like I answered that because I already learned about I already had faced that interview, that question. And I prepared also. I saw those I saw this in internet, and I searched and I learned it. So yeah, I answered it. After that he asked me to the relocation thing. Can you relocate? It is yeah, I told him no. There is no way that I cannot I cannot I can relocate, sir. There's no problem on that. And he asked me to yeah, definitely he asked me to write the test cases, okay, for any application, okay, you want to write, but into the Excel sheet live. Okay, so I started writing on that. And actually they want to see my how I prepare the templates, this test case template, sir. So
Right.
I
The test case
yeah,
template
yeah,
preparation, like the
basically,
structure
yeah,
of
yeah,
it, header and all.
yeah, yeah. And he asked me one question that how can you communicate to the developer if that thing is, if the defect is there. I told that there is in test class, in this test, in this bug, there is something called as bug reports, right? So in bug report you have a pass and fail. So in that actual result and the expected result is there, right? In that actual result I will be writing that it is fail. If I tested that as a customer, if I'm able to if the application is not working according to the requirement, then I will generally write fail. So that is how I told. He was still okay, okay, good. Yeah, sir, that was the thing he asked me. And yeah, that was the
Right.
final question. And yeah, and sir, in both the interview they asked me to write a code also.
Okay.
One code was palindrome, and he told me to explain how what is this palindrome. And in the first interview, the interviewer asked me to write a program to reverse a string. Simple, reversing
Right.
a string.
So
Okay.
for a tester, see, strings concept is important. Point number one. Okay. That is one thing. Strings, definitely we have seen reversing a given string, counting number of times a given letter has occurred in a given string, these things.
Yeah.
Second, defect report, that's very important. Defect tracking, the whole concept is important.
And
Regression
sir,
testing.
he told me to explain any application, real-time application.
Uh,
And he
uh,
told me, software development life cycle. Explain me that software development application, this cycle, along with the real-time example. So I explained with the help of Facebook. So that was the thing.
right. So it was really nice talking to you, Saikat. Okay, that was really, very strongly you have attended the interviews. Okay,
Yeah,
and all the manual concepts. Okay, if you
yeah.
understand well, uh, you know, presentability is important in testing. See, in development, what happens, even if your communication skills are little average, you can get through. But in testing, what happens, they also check your communication skills. So that is one factor you have to keep it in mind. If you think I want to be a tester, then ensure that at least average communication skills. Okay, you can speak well, your presentability is good. They check all these things during testing interview. But development, what happens? Your communication skills are not strong, but technically you're strong, you're hired. Okay, so that is one factor to keep it in mind. And see, calls wise, again, testers, I would not say that the interview calls are not going to be low. 3 to 5 calls getting it would not be a challenge, as he applied it little early. But when we start applying for the job, right, definitely what happens is the interview calls 3 to 5 is something you should be getting it quite easily, right? So I hope my today's alumni meet, you people enjoyed it. That was confidence giving for all of you, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed it and you liked it. We'll again connect the next week, Saturday. I'm not sure Saturday whether I'm there or not, by the way. I'm not. Yeah, my audio was not there. So next Saturday might be I'm on a vacation. I'm not there this coming Saturday. Hopefully, my staff, I will try to see if they can conduct it, this alumni meet. But in case if it doesn't happen, then instead of Saturday, we'll take this alumni meet some other day. Fine, right? So I'm not sure about it. Okay, that's it, guys. Bye bye. Take care. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's alumni meet, and it was really confidence giving to all of you. I believe that, right? And thank you for all the play students joining us and giving your valuable time and giving all that inputs about what all interview questions are being asked currently, right? Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.